What are you going to do about the beaver? A neighbor asked me that question soon after we bought our ranch on Beaver Creek in the Porcupine Hills in 1993. I said I didn't know. I'll wait and see. I fenced off the creek so I could control the cattle access, and the creek bottom has benefited. The beaver were there all right. They had their dams and they swam around, but it didn't seem much of a concern. In 2000 and 2001, we experienced bad drought and the creek dried up both times. People who had a history in those parts said they'd never remembered this happening before. The answer to that early question became obvious. Though the creek quit running, water was still available, stored in good quantity behind the dams. It became an oasis for the birds and the fish, bugs, plants, livestock, compared to the dry creek bed. I let a fellow from the colony trap out 7 one winter, but that knocked them back too hard and it took a while for them to recover. The last few years they've become so thick again that their dams are backing up the creek into some of the pasture area and wrecking some of the fence line, but I guess I don't care enough to do much about it. This past summer I started to notice some of the dams were falling into disrepair, and I hadn't sighted any beavers for a while. About midsummer we had a big cougar in our yard. That explained their disappearance, at least this time. I had the lion in my sights, but shot wide, just wanting him to think this wasn't such a good place to be. With food supply probably dwindling and hunters arriving, he seems to have moved on. The beaver will be back, and so it goes. We have cows. There's always something to do, I guess, but stripped down, it's wondrously simple. Moisture arrives, grass grows, and left alone, it pretty much takes care of itself. I don't have to do anything, as long as I don't overdo it. Minimizing our impact is satisfying. My family enjoys the lifestyle afforded us. This place where we live has been functioning for a long time. My wife's people, those of the Blackfoot Confederacy, have thrived here for thousands of years. It will still be here long after I'm dead and gone. I try to be conscious and present of this on a daily basis. Sunset is a time I like to use to be reflective and thankful.